Hey, how's it going, guys? We are getting underway officially with my season previews of the 2021-2022 Premier League season. And I'm going to kick it off with starting with Arsenal. We're going to go alphabetically, guys. We're going to start off with Arsenal. And Arsenal had a very interesting year last year, obviously finishing 8th in the league, only tallying 61 points with 18 wins. It was a very interesting season for them, very much ups and downs, finishing off on a great high. Had a great run towards the end of the season, getting a lot of players into the shape of things, like Cedric Soares and a lot of other players. Having a lot of youth come into the system, like Bukayo Saka, really finding form and really looking like a true star and an elite talent. Emile Smith-Rowe showing what he's got, and a lot of other talents like Kieran Tierney showed that he's a top quality left back in this league, with question marks around the attackers like Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang and Lacazette and stuff to still be seen. Do I still think Mikel Arteta is the right man for this job? Personally, I don't back Mikel Arteta, you guys. I think he's still, for me, he's behind Lampard. I think Lampard was a quality manager going forward. He still needed the tools to work with. He got too much attacking wise, but I'm not focusing on that. I still think Arteta has got what it takes. I think he just needs the minerals. He needs the players in. I don't think he's got the right squad to challenge like your Europa Leagues, your Champions League clubs yet. I think he can challenge them in games. I just don't think he has the quality to beat the low block, to beat those kinds of teams. I still think his star player is going to have to bail him out quite a bit this season. He's brought in some good talent so far. If I go to who he's brought in so far, guys, he's brought in some great players. He's brought in the likes of Ben White, Nuno Tavares, Albert Sambi Lokonga from Anderlecht. For me, my favorite signing there is probably Ben White. Way overpaid in my opinion, guys. I think it's, they got the English tax on that one, obviously. But Brighton have obviously skinned Arsenal on that one, which is quite clear. It was just like Manchester United and Harry Maguire. You got to pay that English tax at English centre back. But I think Ben White for years to come is going to be one of those top players at centre back. So I think they got a great player in that deal, even though they overpaid a little bit. Lokonga, I think he will be getting quite a bit of minutes for Arsenal this year in the Cups, and I think he'll be starting quite a bit with their lack of talent and lack of quality in midfield, minus Partey in the holding or central midfield role. I think Lokonga will feature quite a bit, even though his age, it'll take some adapting time to get into the Premier League. And Nuno Tavares, for me, he might have to play right back this season, guys. Looking like Cedric Soares might be heading out to Turkish giants out there, and it looks like Hector Bellerin might be going out to Inter Milan. So it's going to be very interesting to see what happens at right back, and just some great signings so far. And I like how they're planning for the future and they're bringing in youth. Ben White, they got Lokonga, Tavares, they already have Kieran Tierney, Gabriel. They're talking about bringing in Ramsdale. You got Thomas Partey, Bukayo Saka, Emile Smith-Rowe. I love how this Arsenal team looks for the future. Right now, give them a year or two of a project for Mikel Arteta to build. It's always a 3-year project, but I think that should start now with the youth he has. He obviously didn't have the team before that, so I think it's going to be very interesting to see what Mikel Arteta can do at this side. If we go back and talk about just their departures, Matteo Guendouzi, William Saliba, Luiz leaving on a free, and it looks like William's going to leave. Nothing too worrisome for an Arsenal side. Nothing really is bringing in the funds either, which also is scary. Defensive-wise, they're a shambles. But attacking-wise, you can always count on them to score goals. Aubameyang and Lacazette weren't the greatest last year, so it's going to be interesting to see how they get going. With Emile Smith-Rowe behind them and with Bukayo Saka, I think they're going to have loads of chances to score goals. Guys, I want to move on to where I think they will finish. I have them finishing in the league in 9th. Just kidding. I have them in 7th place, guys. I had to look through my standings I have down here. I have them finishing 7th place. I have them landing in European Conference League. So that league's getting a bit interesting to figure out. But I have them finishing one spot ahead of where they finished last year. I don't think they have the minerals to challenge the teams I have in the top 6. It's going to be very interesting to see if they can break into that top 6. Because like I said, I think that top 6 is there to be broken into. It is, like you said, like now, there's such good quality of teams coming in the Premier League. Like Aston Villa look good. Tottenham are going to be very touch and go depending on who stays. Arsenal are building on what they have now. Aston Villa will look tremendous even if they lose Jack Grealish. Leeds are going to be incredible. Leicester, and then obviously the top 4 already. So it's going to be very interesting to see how this Arsenal side finishes in the season. I want to give you some other little topics I'm going to put in my previews. My breakout player of the year, I think it's going to be Emil Smith-Rowe. You might not say it's a breakout, but I think it is a huge breakout for Emil Smith-Rowe. I think this is his season to prove himself, his season to go out there and show what he's got. After signing that big new contract, this is really where he has to break out and say, this is my season. Take it by the scruff of the neck and show Arsenal fans, show the hierarchy, show Mikel Arteta what you got and why you should be that number 10, playing those balls through for those attackers. And I think he deserves this chance, and I think he needs that full season in the Premier League this year to be backed by the manager to show what he's truly got. And if he gets it, I think he's going to be the breakout player and the young player of the year for Arsenal. I'm going to talk about also who I think their key player of the season is, or their player of the year for Arsenal will be. And for me, guys, I think this is hands down an easy one. I've seen a lot of Arsenal people talking about Alexander Lacazette. I don't think he will be. Unless they get off to a flyer, then sure be it. Maybe he'll be a high goal scorer. But I got Bukayo Saka running away with the player of the year. Man, I love Bukayo Saka. He's such a quality player. What he gives you for going forward, the balls he can play in the box, the creativity-wise, he gives you the energetic play. He gives you the passion, the desire, the energy. He's everything you want in a club player, an academy player, someone coming up from the youth system. He's just everything you want for an Arsenal fan. Arsenal fans are probably looking at it and saying, that's my boy for years to come. He's captain material. He's what we need. And so do it. That's quality for them. Bukayo Saka for me is going to be their player of the year. Also, another video is going to do a young player of the year and a breakout player of the year. Just because I think Emil Smith-Rowe is going to be both for them. That's why I'm not going to do it. So, guys, I think this is going to be a very interesting season for Arsenal. I have them finishing in 7th. Just missing out on Europa League. I also think they could break into Europa League if they can pick up some form or maybe make another couple good signings. Like I said, this is just the start of August. Silva is obviously going to be signings to come. So we'll see what happens. Obviously, my predictions might change depending on signings. I will keep you guys updated, and I'll probably be coming out with another preview later on today and some more transfer videos coming out for you guys, since I know you guys are loving the content, and I'll keep pumping out the best videos possible for you guys. Have a fantastic day, and I'll be right back with some more videos very soon. Peace, guys. Have a good one.